November 2022. One of the world's largest cryptocurrency exchanges simply stopped. In just a few days, more than $8 billion vanished. Millions of customers couldn't access their money. Investors were stunned. Employees were blindsided. Just weeks earlier, FTX had been worth $32 billion. It sponsored stadiums. It sponsored Formula One. It sponsored Major League Baseball. Celebrities promoted it. Politicians praised it. Investors trusted it. Its founder, Sam Bankman-Fried, was called the next Warren Buffett. Some believed he would become the world's first trillionaire. Then everything collapsed. Not because of hackers, not because of a global recession, not because cryptocurrency disappeared. It collapsed because of something far more shocking. Trust. How did one of the fastest growing companies in history lose everything almost overnight? This is the real story behind FTX. Before FTX, there was Sam Bankman-Fried. Unlike most Silicon Valley founders, he didn't look like a billionaire. Messy hair, wrinkled t-shirts, old sneakers. He rarely cared about appearances. Instead, people focused on something else: his mind. Sam graduated from MIT, one of the world's most prestigious universities. He began his career as a quantitative trader at Jane Street, a company known for hiring some of the brightest minds in finance. But Sam believed he had found a much bigger opportunity: cryptocurrency. At the time, Bitcoin was exploding. New investors were entering the market every single day. Yet the industry still felt chaotic, slow, confusing, unregulated. Sam saw what others didn't: not just digital coins, but an entirely new financial system. In 2019, he launched FTX, a cryptocurrency exchange built for speed, professional trading, and sophisticated financial products. From the very beginning, FTX looked different: cleaner, faster, more reliable. Professional traders loved it. Institutional investors noticed it. The crypto community embraced it. Then, the impossible started happening. FTX didn't just grow, it exploded. Success came faster than anyone expected. By 2021, FTX had become one of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges in the world. Millions of users trusted the platform. Billions of dollars flowed through it every single day. Then came the partnerships. Major League Baseball, Formula One, the Miami Heat Arena was renamed FTX Arena. Everywhere you looked, the brand was there, on television, on social media, inside stadiums. Even during the Super Bowl, Hollywood joined, sports legends joined. Some of the world's biggest celebrities became ambassadors. Their message was simple: FTX was the future. Investors agreed. SoftBank invested, Sequoia Capital invested, Paradigm invested. Some of the smartest venture capital firms in the world wanted in. Money wasn't just flowing, it was flooding in. The company's valuation kept climbing: $5 billion, $10 billion, $18 billion, then $32 billion. Sam Bankman-Fried was everywhere. Magazine covers, podcasts, interviews, congressional hearings. He wasn't treated like another crypto founder. He was treated like the adult in the room. People trusted him, not because he was loud, but because he seemed different, calm, analytical, responsible. He spoke openly about regulation, transparency, protecting customers. The industry needed someone people could trust, and many believed they had found him. But while the world was watching FTX, very few people were paying attention to another company, one that operated almost entirely behind the scenes. Its name was Alameda Research, and that's where the real story begins. Behind FTX, there was another company, Alameda Research. Most customers had never heard its name, but inside the crypto industry, it was already a giant, founded by Sam Bankman-Fried years before FTX. Alameda wasn't an exchange, it was a trading firm. Its job was simple: buy, sell, borrow, trade, profit. At first, the relationship seemed harmless. FTX handled customer trades. Alameda traded like any other client, or so everyone believed. But behind closed doors, the line between the two companies was beginning to disappear. Questions started to emerge. Was Alameda receiving special treatment? Did it have privileges that ordinary customers never had? Could it borrow money without the same restrictions everyone else faced? Almost nobody knew the answers, because almost nobody could see inside the company. Then, late in 2022, a single document changed everything: a leaked balance sheet. At first glance, it looked ordinary, until analysts looked closer, much closer. A surprising portion of Alameda's assets wasn't cash. It wasn't Bitcoin. It wasn't Ethereum. It was FTT, the token created by FTX itself. Think about that. A trading firm holding billions in an asset created by its sister company. If confidence in FTX disappeared, what would happen to FTT? And if FTT collapsed, what would happen to Alameda? The answer would arrive faster than anyone imagined. November 2022, everything changed. CoinDesk published a report revealing Alameda's balance sheet. Within hours, the crypto industry started asking questions. Then, one tweet changed everything. Changpeng Zhao, the CEO of Binance, announced that Binance would sell its entire FTT position. The market panicked. FTT began to fall fast. Customers rushed to FTX, not to invest, not to trade, to withdraw their money. Billions of dollars left the platform in just a few days. It wasn't just fear, it was a bank run, and FTX didn't have the money. For years, customers believed their deposits were safe. Now, they discovered something terrifying. Much of that money was gone. It had allegedly been used to support Alameda Research, the company that wasn't supposed to have access to customer funds. The withdrawals accelerated. The price of FTT collapsed. Confidence collapsed. The empire collapsed. Then came one final hope. Binance announced it had signed a non-binding agreement to acquire FTX. For a moment, the market held its breath. Less than 24 hours later, Binance walked away. After reviewing FTX's financial position, the deal was over. There would be no rescue, no bailout, no miracle, only collapse. On November 11, 2022, FTX filed for bankruptcy. The company that had once handled billions of dollars every single day had collapsed. More than 1 million customers were left wondering if they would ever see their money again. Then, Sam Bankman-Fried resigned. The man, once celebrated as crypto's golden boy, was now at the center of one of the largest financial scandals in modern history. Within weeks, he was arrested in the Bahamas. The United States charged him with multiple federal crimes, including fraud and conspiracy. Prosecutors alleged that customer funds had been misused to support Alameda Research, finance investments, and cover massive losses. The image, carefully built over years, collapsed in days. Magazine covers became courtroom sketches, interviews became testimony, admiration became suspicion. Then came the trial. Former executives took the witness stand. Internal messages were revealed. Financial records were examined, one piece after another. The picture became clearer. The company that promised transparency had been hiding far more than anyone imagined. For years, Sam Bankman-Fried had convinced the world to trust him. Now, a jury would decide whether that trust had been betrayed. The collapse of FTX wasn't just the fall of a cryptocurrency exchange. It was the collapse of trust. For years, people believed technology could replace institutions, that innovation could move faster than regulation, that brilliant founders deserved unlimited trust. FTX became one of the clearest reminders that trust is never a substitute for transparency. Because in finance, the numbers always matter. No matter how charismatic the founder is, no matter how many celebrities support the company, no matter how many billions investors pour into it, confidence can build an empire. But confidence alone can't keep it standing. The story of FTX isn't really about cryptocurrency. It's about human nature, greed, ambition, trust, and the danger of believing that success makes someone untouchable. History has seen this before. Different companies, different industries, different faces, but the same mistake, believing that this time the rules no longer apply. Eventually, they always do. Every headline tells a story, but not the whole story. This was Back of Story.